Okay. Hello students. This is a dedicated session that we are going to make use of to understand the two steps that we have considered for constructing a simplified grammar. So in simplification of the grammar, we understood two different algorithms. Okay. So we are going to use both of them together to solve the example. So here, let me first elaborate what exactly we are going to do in this whole process. So we are saying for every context-free grammar G, there exists a reduced grammar G dash, okay, equivalent to G. Okay, whatever the G that is given to you. Now to achieve this goal, we will apply process with the methodology given in two steps. This would be a two-step solution. So first step we are going to apply would be like whatever the grammar that is given to us, grammar G, we will construct grammar G1 such that every variable in G1 derives some terminal string. So this is the algorithm one that we talked about earlier. And step number 2 would be whatever the grammar resulted from step 1. We are going to convert that, we are going to take that grammar as an input and we are going to convert to an equivalent grammar G dash such that every symbol in G dash appears in sentential form. So let us take an example over here. So construct a reduced grammar equivalent to grammar G with productions to be S gives AB, CA, B gives BC or AB, A gives A, C gives AB, and C gives B. So as per the step 1, as we stated there, we have to make sure that every resultant variable in G1 should derive some terminal string. So how we start it? We start by constructing W. Okay, so we always include in W1 those variables which are giving us terminal. So for this case, we have A giving terminal and C giving terminal. That's why we included both of them here. Fine. So we constructed now W2. So we took previous W, which is AC. Now we try to find out whether if I take combination of these along with terminals, are they appearing towards right side of either of the variable in a production. So we got S gives CA. So that's why we included S over here. And that's how we got, after union, we got W2 to be SAC. Now we subsequently started constructing W3 by taking into consideration W2. And then we tried finding out, can we get some more elements? So we identified that it is there is no variable available. So this is fine. Okay, so this, what are the W that you got, and we are going to terminate this now because W2 and W3 both are same now. So after termination, we got variable set to be same as W, so SAC, and we will include only those productions from the given production set which includes this along with the terminal. So S gives CA, A gives A, and C gives B. Nextly, now with this grammar, what is the grammar that we got over here? Okay, we are going to make use of this as an input, and we will use or we will apply step 2, which we discussed earlier, to make sure that every symbol appears in sentential form. So let us start constructing. So we consider this grammar. So we start with W1 to be start symbol. So then we took W2, previous W, union. Now we tried finding out what is the production available with S. So we got to know that there is a production called S gives CA. So we included C and A separately. So we got now W2 as S, A, and C. We constructed now W3. So SAC union. Now try to find out how many productions are there for S, A, and C. S already taken care of. Now A and C. So we got these two. So we'll include these symbols over here. So we got AB. And so now our set after taking union, W3 will become SACAB. Correct? Now we'll start constructing W4. Previous W, that is W3 union. Now we find that there is nothing remaining. That's why this is 5. So now this would be our final W. Okay, W4 would be final W because W4 and W3 are same now. So we take intersection of this set along with Vn, whatever your variable set is, SAC. And if you take intersection of SAC and this, you get SAC as variable set. Similarly for sigma, what is the sigma that you had, sigma and this would be taken care of, then AB, and only include those productions which are available, for which the variables and terminals are available here with double dash, Vn double dash, and sigma double dash. So we get S gives CA, A gives A, and C gives B. That's how we construct a reduced grammar.